All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Chaos Zero Nightmare video. And as with the tradition, I figured I want to start this series out with a Be Careful of tier lists. This is going to be one of the first videos I make for this game. I have been re-rolling for a long time trying to get the characters I was looking for, specifically Hugo. Was the character I wanted to run. I really like Teresa and Hugo. Their interactions were just like, I really like the follow up dot play style, and I like dots. I like being like playing like dots. I like being the paladin, and I really like a follow up play style. That's just kind of the three types of styles I really like to play. Well, two of those were checked off with playing Hugo and Teresa, so I was like, oh yeah. And there's not really a paladin right now. I mean, Kalip is one, but I really like the follow up point like dot style of play. And so then I was like, all right, let me look up how good is Hugo. I really like his play style, and I started looking up, tier lists to see how good these characters are, and I wanted to highlight something for people. So I went to three separate tier lists. Pride doesn't have a tier list right now, so I'm not using them. On Game 8, they have Hugo ranked as B. On GameWith.net, they have him ranked as S. And then on the PC games, they have him ranked as top tier. My point highlighting is that all three of these are completely separate tiers. And now, granted, Maylin is pretty much S tier on every list, so it's not the best example. But like, for me, here's the thing. Sorry, I went to the wrong thing. I generally, especially with these kind of roguelites, and um, if you've ever played Slay the Spire, there are optimal, quote unquote, optimal ways to play. But here's the thing. You know what the most optimal way to play these games are, especially games that are this customizable, is the most optimal way to play is the way you're having fun. Games are meant to be fun. And I think if you hyperfixate on what's the best most meta characters, if they're not what you want to play, especially in this game, because this game is very much about like, get the character you want, make them as strong as possible, and then, go through these very challenging modes. And you're going to be playing this, like, some of these fights for a long while, because a roguelite mode takes forever in a good way. And because I like the way I'm playing, that's fine with me, because it's just more time I get to play the game the way I want to play the game. But I'm using this example with Hugo because of the problematic design of tier lists. They're subjective. It's always subjective. Um, and for you as a player, you should play what you care about, or what you're having fun with. If you really like massive damage, then run Haru. Haru is this, like, you build up and then you do this massive damage attack. Is it really fun? I think it's super fun. It's just not exactly my preferred playstyle. Like, lots of hits and just, follow-ups with, then I didn't kill him, but the dot will take him out. Oh, to me, that's just so much fun. I love that playstyle. And making, like building up the agony stacks. That's, for me, the way I enjoy playing, right? It's like a warlock esque hunter style play, right? If they make a paladin like style character, then I'll go do that. Because those are my preferred ways of playing. Right now, we don't really have a paladin. We have Kalip, and she seems really cool. I was not able to pull Kalip. I just was not able to get this character. I would love to get Kalip. She might be my 300 that I pull for. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that one out. My point here is that Kalip's here. Then on this tier list, Kalip is ranked SS on all these tier lists. Kalip, yeah, she's SS on all of them. But then earlier, when I was looking at Pride, when they were saying, yeah, she's good, but she got nerfed. And so she did get nerfed. But does it really matter? Here's the thing about this game is that there's neutral cards that can compensate for these more, like, you don't have enough shields, then get neutral cards through the roguelite mode, and then now you do have shields. So is as much as this is a limiting factor in this game, like, oh, this person is an SS tier. It doesn't really matter. What matters is, are you having fun? Are you willing to go through the roguelite mode as much as possible and pull the perfect card deck, which will be very challenging to do, and it'll change as you get into the higher ranks. But the thing is, in the end, it doesn't matter. And so one of the things is like, here's the way you need to think about it. Do you want to be the shield counterattack slash defensive play? Then you play Khalip. Do you want to be, instill weakness onto the team and then break them? That would be Mei Lin. Do you want a little more challenging combo building and AP management? You go Karen. If you want to do massive amounts of follow up attacks and, you know, dots, then you run Teresa and Hugo. If you want, the one that has me really interested is Orlea. And yeah, look, she's C tier, but I think she sounds super fun, which is you build up these slimes over time. And you maintain them in their hand, which is she's more of a retain based like support, but the support that does a ton of damage. And you pair her with like Maribel and her, and then you just out sustain the enemy team. That sounds super fun. But she's C tier. I don't really care. I'm still gonna try to build her. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that idea of like I'm gonna make, I like little minions too. I think that's a fun little place. I want to play Magic the Gathering. I always ran minion decks, like a green light minion deck, and it was like healing itself with tons of minions. It was really fun. Um, and then like Nia, but Nia is also a support that works on the rest of these teams. And so these tier lists that you're like, you go here and where's Nia? Nia's probably way at the bottom. But the thing with Nia is she cycles, and so she's actually a really good support because with Hugo and Teresa, I need to cycle cards more because my cards cost so little anyways. I don't really need Mika. Mika's for more AP heavy teams. I want cycling. I want more cards moving through my hand, because I found when I ran Mika with Teresa and Hugo, I'd still have AP left when the turn ended, and I was like, oh, right. And so in that sense, then I started running Nia, and Nia is actually way better because I can cycle through. I can have her actually use some cards. Like I save the highest cost card, and I can actually have her with a 1 cost playing a 2 cost card. There's ways to make all of these things work, is my point. And I enjoy it. I actually enjoy Nia more than I enjoy Mika, but Mika's way higher rank. Mika is a phenomenal kid. Where's Mika? They don't have her as S tier on this? No. Dude, Mika is total SS tier. I'm sorry. Okay, but even I'm getting subjected to that. Mika is phenomenal. AP healing, she's probably one of the best characters in the game. Sorry. But Mika doesn't work as well, to me, as well with Howard. She works amazing with Howard, with Hugo and Teresa, because I'm overcapping my AP. And then it's like, is she the best option? Well, I mean, that doesn't really matter though, because maybe you do want healing and you like to feel safer and you do want more AP. Then you build your team a little bit heavier into the AP management and you run Mika because you can do that in this game. It doesn't matter. But here, I actually prefer a quote unquote C tier support to an SS tier support because it just makes the game more fun for me. So guess what I'm going to play? I'm going to play the C tier support because it's more fun for me. This is a game, it's single player. It's a single player game. It's not PvP. There's no could it be offered PvP be incorporated in the game later down the line? Maybe, but they've also said that they don't want to do that. But who knows? Things can change. All I'm trying to tell people is play what you want. I'll make another video later. I'm still looking through some of these teams, and I think there's other content creators that are doing really good work, highlighting the different synergies between different characters. Right now, I just have a lot of experience with Hugo, and Teresa, and Mika, and that's my favorite team right now. I do have a couple other characters. I have Orlea, and then I also have Mei Lin. I haven't built them up yet because it's so early in this game that I am not spending a lot in this game. I think I bought the battle pass and then like the 110 summon thing, and that was it. I don't burn yourself trying to min max is my point. Have fun. And this game is so customizable with the chaos and the roguelike modes that you really don't need to sit there and just summon over and over again. I did re-roll until I got Hugo and the team I was looking for, and actually got a dupe of Hugo. And that was intentional. I wasn't intentional with getting a dupe of Hugos, but I did get two very early Hugos, and I just went with it. Because it makes that style of play even stronger, right? So then I was like, I'm going to go with this. I like this account. And then I pulled up Malin, and then I got Orlea. So that's my account now. And it has the character. And I did want Malin. Actually, I think maybe the next team I might run is going to be Malin with Rin and Mika. And I'm actually really excited about that team. So my point of all of this is to say, be very careful of tier lists. Play what you want, because this game is actually encouraging you to do that. And then make that team stronger. Rather than like, don't feel the need to pull for Haru. Don't feel the need to play. When you summon for characters, summon for what you want. Now, could this change in time? Maybe. It could. They might just start releasing super broken characters. Who knows? I don't know how this is going to play out. But all I'm going to say right now is play what you want and roll with that. I did re-roll, and I'm going to talk maybe a little bit about why I re-rolled, and then we'll talk about team synergies and other videos. I'm also having a blast with this game. I'm a huge Slay the Spire fan, and this game is literally just a gacha version of Slay the Spire. And it's phenomenal. I love it. It's a great game. Okay, so as always, folks, remember, don't worry about the most meta characters, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Right now, at least, it doesn't matter. Play what you want. The only thing I will recommend is that your team has an attacker, a support, and potentially a defensive character there to shield you up. Otherwise, you're going to get susceptible to getting like mind broken, or stress. In this game is stress. So, as always, remember, failing is just your first attempt at learning.